Good evening, guys. I'm back to do a heat and flavour test of the Kiwi HellFire this evening. It's a beautiful looking Pheno, Troy. I really like the shape of that, brother. That is insane. And look at the size of the pepper. Just comes down here and got the little tail. That 7-pot Primo that I put to the test last night, this is the pepper I'm testing it against. This is called the Kiwi HellFire, created by my friend Troy at Rata Farm, and I can't tell you what it is just yet, but it's a super hot hybrid from Rata Farm. And up until I ate one of these, the red Primo Tali was probably the hottest red chili I've ever had. I've had hotter chocolates, but I ate one of these for the first time and it literally blew me away. So this here is hotter, in my opinion, and I'm not just saying that because Troy's my mate, but this bad boy here is the hottest red chili I've ever had. It's not the hottest chili I've ever had, it's the hottest red. So I had a 7-pot Primo last night, and I'm going to test this one tonight to see how much hotter it is. This pod weighs exactly what the 7-pot Primo did. It's actually a bit under. So the 7-pot Primo was 8 grams. This is going between 7 and 8 on the scales. Even though it looks bigger, I think the 7-pot Primo was just loaded with placenta and seeds. But I'm going to get into this. I cannot cut this bad boy open yet, but that's fine. So here we have it, the Kiwi HellFire from Troy at Rata Farm. I believe this will be my 8th one of these maybe. This is from plant 2. So it says Kiwi HellFire #2, which means plant number 2, so Troy knows where it came from. I've got to say I'm a little bit nervous about what this is going to do to my stomach tonight. The 7-pot Primo wrecked my guts last night. This thing should get me there as well. Kiwi HellFire by Troy at Rata Farm. Cheers. Woohoo! Glasses are fogging up already with the cold. It's just instant heat. There's no way it's a slow building pod. It's just there straight away. It almost is like Primo Tali. It's just like boom, there's the heat, keeps building. The flavour on that, it's a much more, that had some sweetness in it. Definitely fruity, definitely floral. And I think the only bitterness, I'm actually drooling already. I think the only bitterness I'm getting from that is from the seeds. I can tell you straight away, just after that's gone down, what, 30 seconds, maybe a minute. I can tell you right now that's already hotter than a 7-pot Primo. That is just in your face heat. My tongue's already sizzling. The drool is immediate. I need to have a freeze-dried Kiwi HellFire. I haven't had a freeze-dried one yet, so I might contact Troy and buy a few freeze-dried pods from him. Because people, oh my god, I just swallowed drool and I felt like my whole throat just collapsed. There's a few people starting to review these now in America, and I want to see how hot the freeze dried is, and then I can compare to how hot that is, because the Remortales are now going to be shipped wherever somebody wants to try the Remortales, but they're nowhere, the freeze dried are nowhere near the heat as a fresh. Whew, I haven't had a Kiwi HellFire in probably a month, maybe 3 weeks. I'm telling you, these things take your breath away. The roof of my mouth, like the back of my throat, the roof of my mouth is just cooked. I've got so much drool at the moment. Right. Wow. So that's off plant number 2, Troy. Kiwi HellFire #2. I gotta say, that's actually an uncomfortable roof of the mouth burn. I've got no tissues with me. I'll need to blow my nose. Well, my tolerance is definitely down because I was eating 2 of those in my peak pod season. That's got me. Camera angle's not the best. Ooh. Early pepper burp. That's a hot burp. Wow. My eyes going red. My eyes are going red. A little bit red. Yes, they are. They're gone a bit fuzzy. Oh yeah, man, that's hot. That is very hot. That actually might be F2 as well. Actually, that might be F2, because it's a complete different pheno and shape than what I've been having. I'm finding it really hard to talk, I'm not lying. That drool is just burning my stomach. I keep swallowing it. I can't remember it being that hot, honestly. Like, that's for one pod. Oh man. Excuse my snotting. I've got no tissues out here. I think the cold air in the garage is making it worse with my breathing in cold air. Wow, Troy. Hit me up if that's F2. I believe he's able to get 2 Fs now per season. I'm telling you, you could not, if you're a pepperhead and you eat one of these, even with a pretty good tolerance, you just cannot hold it in. You can't hold in pain like that. My tongue actually feels like it's blistering. That is a hot pod. That is by far the hottest pod, the hottest red pod I've ever had. Much hotter than that 7-pot Primo last night. Much hotter. Like, the 7-pot Primo went up, as I said in the video, and it went down quickly, which tells me my tolerance is still good, but it's not the best it's been all season, and that has got me. No endorphin rush, which again would have been good, but haven't had an endorphin dump now from a pepper in a while. Ooh. it just stays burning. It doesn't starting to yeah, it definitely peaked, but it's not a peak and then it's dropping quickly. It's just sort of staying. I've still got drool. I'm telling you, if I had a bucket here right now, I could just let drool pour out of my mouth. I'm going to have a horrible cramp. It's already in there. I'm not going to lie, I'm going to be having some ice cream after that one. I didn't have any ice cream last night, I should have. I need to relieve my stomach from that. And I definitely should have from the 7-pot Primo. I wrecked my guts for about 2 hours. Holy heck, mate, that is next level hot. For a red pod, it's hands down easily the hottest red I've ever had. There we go. Bit of a longer video. Last night I didn't need to do a longer video. Literally, that pod did not burn me anywhere near what that just burned me right now. I've got a sneaky suspicion that's already at F2. It feels a lot hotter even than the first ones I've had. Or he's given plant number 2 some steroids or something, I don't know, but that is next level hot. My tongue is still sizzling, the back of the throat's gone. I actually can't feel anything at the back of my throat, it's like it's numb. But my lips, the roof of my mouth and my tongue is going to be burning for another probably 10 minutes. I think it's going to take about 2 bowls of ice cream to get rid of that burn fully. Oh, I'm going to have a horrible night, guys. I really am. I can feel that in my guts real bad. I've just had a big dinner. But again, I'm a bit of an idiot because I had a curry for dinner and it was a hot curry. Speechless now after that. I think that's enough. I'm going to go and have some ice cream. I might get a bowl of ice cream and come back out and just stand in the garden and eat it. It's just lovely and cool out here. Thank you very much, brother, for sending that to do. That was a brilliant way of me figuring out how hot the 7-pot Primo is, because it's already been tested at 1.78 million. And if that burns hotter, like this is my theory anyway, if a pepper burns hotter, it has to be hotter on a Scoville testing in a lab. But the chocolate pods don't seem to test higher in the capsaicin count as red pods. Isn't that funny? But I hope you get that tested once it's set in concrete, you're happy with the Pheno, you're up to F8 or F10, get it tested then. Hopefully the heat doesn't go down when the pepper matures, as you say. Because I've been hearing some stuff on YouTube, people have been texting me as well saying, oh yeah, Troy's peppers are scorching hot now, but once they go more F, once they get a bit older, as you would say, and he's happy with the certain Pheno it's producing, and then all the peppers, all the plants are producing roughly the same shape pod. There's a few guys in America that are saying to me that the pepper mightn't be as hot as it is now. And that might be the case. But right now, there ain't no hotter red than that. If you have one in New Zealand, you think you have it, please send it to me, I'll test it. But yeah, we have it. Absolutely destroyed by one pepper. That easily got me to, I would say, an 8. I'm nearly 15 minutes into the video and that's still going on my tongue. I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you very much, Troy, brother. William, I am back eating your pods tomorrow night. I just needed to get that little test out of the way. And I got an email today and apparently I've got something spicy on the way from Rada Farm again. So, man, thank you very much, brother. I really appreciate it. Let's see what's in this package. Pepper burp right at the end. My burps are hot. I need some ice cream. Chat to you tomorrow with some fantastic pods from William. Like, share, subscribe. Check out my Chilli friends and rat farm down here. God bless. Have a good night or day.